I didn't want to talk anyway. It's fine. All right, we're good now. Though. So we're going to slightly modify this thing to provide XP for the stone guy. It's 39, so let's send it right there. So what I'm going to do is extend this by 1. That way we have a 3 gap in the center here. I didn't check how far I went this way. Oh, the same. Okay. Yep, it's the same. Cool. Okay, here we go. Hey, did, sir. Oh, that looks weird. Are you using the dig sort? You know how to use one of those? Gotcha. Cool, cool. Yeah, we haven't done one of those in a while, so I said I might as well. Yep, throw items in the beacon, or you can get shulker boxes and fill those up, and then throw those in the beacon. But either way works. If there was more than one person there, I would suggest doing it with the shulker boxes, but if it's just you, items is fine, you can handle it. Wait, so that's the edge right there. That's fine. So the middle. Probably should have done that. Marked it at least. It's the middle. How you doing, Jeannie? That's where we're gonna put the divider. many blocks is this? 19? Yeah, no, 18. Hey, Denzo. Oh, shit. 15. This much obsidian you need to sustain a 72k like stone farm or something. Just with pigment and stuff. Portal spin. I mean, it's really the only feasible way to get XP without like needing to kill something. It's the only way, really. Sound engine's gonna break very soon. Oh, there it goes. Sound engine is so dog shit, dude. Holy. What did they do? They did a snowman? So snowmen actually aggro them and still give you XP? That's interesting. So in that way you don't need to learn pigment. Interesting. What did I do that? I think that's enough space, but do that to be sure. They should walk that, I think. Still, the jump is just, it just adds to it a little bit. As long as we know the air growth, we should be fine. If I put water in these two corners, does that flow there? No. Oh, I use a sign, it should. It should fall through that. It's too wide and they funnel them down like that. Interesting. Well, that we could actually block all. Just use walls there instead. Yeah, hold on. Your name sucks. Oh, good, Sierra. I don't remember how one we put it either. What does this one even do with them? Waterlogged chests. Then the fences for XP sorting. We don't even need the pressure plate thingy because we're gonna drop it straight on the head of the player. Uh, do we want to put the minecarts or just say stack them up? Well, no, if we don't put the minecarts, then they're going to stack up. Because they're above a block and a half. It's going to be fun. Seems this wall is giving issues. Gonna do fences instrument. Oh, the slabs. Okay. Fuck it. Give them more momentums. Maybe I can get away with that. Nope. It's not gonna stay so here anyway, so. How you doing, man, that kid? Each of them. Idiots. So now with this drop right on top of the player where they are standing. Let's see. Oh, they're getting aggro to the stupid dudes. As long as they exit eventually, right? Why do you not have an issue? He's even closer to the portals than my guys. How did they shoot each other? Like they're like looking this way. How do you shoot a snowball this way? Look at this shit. See, that's the dropstone get lost. Looks okay. Bit weird over here, but they eventually figure out the path. Like they eventually get it. It's their path that is so stupid. I mean, I don't care that drops are getting stuck there. As long as the XP makes it through, I do not care. What's the point of the double chest here? They have a full block there anyway. Slabs on the side. I don't get how that hitbox is not in the water, but it didn't do anything, so it's fine. We'll keep that there. Keep that block, keep that block. Alright. I'm gonna work on the stone farm today. We'll probably get it done, but I wanted to get the XP farm to see like how big this would look on top of it as well. I can go down a block, right? Yes, I can. That's up, not down. 72K. Wait. Spot. 50K. Well, XP farm for 70K manual farms. Great. Let me just add this on top of here and place it right where the player stands. Or actually, not entirely where the player stands. It'll have to go make its way over, which is fine. We could just move that on-off switch very easily. I gotta figure out how to make that position this correctly. So one of the. So how can I? No, can't, I can make it. I don't know if that repeater delay is essential. Maybe it is because I know it sets like one tick thingy. So maybe that delay is needed. K9, I appreciate the validity. What am I doing? I'm sort of positioning a lot of farms that we're going to build inside of this perimeter. I just finished getting this XP thing together that'll sustain pickaxe from break-in for the stone farm. Now I gotta position it correctly. That way the XP obviously falls down to the right spot. So we gotta get this blue ice thing right here to be right on top of this, or right one block in front of me. You go to XP farm, it shouldn't be too bad. I think that's right. Looks good there. You can always lower this now too. We can go one lower actually. Oh yeah, we can. It's gonna get more annoying once I get down to the soul sand layers, but it'll go faster. I was like, it's all out of air. These first layers of nether perimeter digs are always the worst. Oh wait, what happened over here? I didn't even see this part. Jeez. Yeah, I really want to do the lava sweepers for this, but we're gonna wait till we get all the way down for every spot. So yeah, I wouldn't drain this out It's not a priority. We'll get the sweepers to do all that for us. We made a lot of progress there. That ball's right down there, and it'll make its way over. It should be attracted to the player. It's only one block away. Position there. So let's see what this looks like now. I mean, yeah, it's still pretty decently big compared to what the stone farm used to look like. So obviously, the stone farm is one of the smallest things. It's not like it's even that big. Okay, nice. I'll be on the manual mining stream soon. Okay, that's positioned at least. It's not centered because of that, but it doesn't really matter. It always. Nah, I'm gonna move it, but it's fine. I think everything's positioned now for this area. Gotcha. Iron on top of general mob farm, cobble on top of wood. Wood on top of by itself, and then stone by itself. Center. This should give us everything to craft all of redstone components. Basically. I think so. I want to move the stone from out a little bit. No, I think it's okay. Got 1, 2, 3 in the back. 1, 2, 3 in the back. We could go back a little bit further. I don't know, it's fine there. Let's build the stone farm. Oh, I need a collection more. Just oops. Be right here. this whole thing, like basically on top of this. So look at water stream thing, you send that over, make the drops here, send over. That collection's on the other side anyway. This one goes straight in. That entrance is right there, and that one gets funneled to the center, which I can send over that way too. Cool. So everything points to the center, which is ideal for collection. Then we gotta get all of that. This is gonna change, obviously, that. I don't know what that is, but it's part of the schematic. Let's see. Alignment. Oh, that's right. Got to be aligned. What is that alignment? Is that sub-chunk alignment? I'm confused. It doesn't even like match anything. Hold on, let me look. Archive. Make sure the blue glass blocks are all within a single subchunk. So, okay, so just as long as those blocks are in a single subchunk, we're chilling. At like 3 or 4. That's 3. That's 4. Yeah, that's fine. Just have to be a little bit higher off the ground, which is fine. I'm just going to get a whole new UI and everything like that around that. Maybe I worked on that today. Stone farm. Stone farm or work on that. Maybe I should do that. Because that's definitely going to change on where everything, well, not everything is situated, but we're going to actually see. Maybe I'm going to use for some UI stuff today. Let's go do that. We need storage for the items that we farm here, but also the items that we're going to craft, which we did discuss yesterday. I'm going to do it in a single player world because that way I can pick a schematic and then all the inventories will be filled. That's what that is. That's a crafter. Somewhere else. All right. What's the schematic called again for the crafter? General crafting. be a creative sheet. Items there. Okay, so that's the crafter area. So what I'm thinking for this is we have the crafter at one cardinal direction, and we'll have like storage halls. This may change depending on if we want to do it encoded or not. Really don't think it's gonna be beneficial. Well, okay. I don't think it's gonna be as beneficial as people think to encode it all, in terms of course, the size that it would then become. So I personally wouldn't mind having to just grab stuff out of a chest and then we just load it into the area here. I don't mind that because we're going to be in a very short proximity. And it's more user friendly and smaller and obviously easier to build. Oh, it's manually loaded with the scrapter? I didn't realize that. I guess that's not bad. You're not going to craft more than like what? For a couple minutes anyways, so all just right there into a shulker box loader. That's not bad. Because compared to Andrew's, it's like, like 300 shulker box loaders or whatever the hell it was. Pretty sure it was like 32 or something, like 8x shulker box loaders. I'm like, yeah, I really don't want to build that again. Manual loaders are fine. Sign set. Lock in main craft. Alright, so let's get some bulk slices. Then we need like an input for the storage. Let's see what slices we have available to us. Storages. I just reuse the one we use for the concrete. Concrete bulk. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, about 1 and a bit million storage capacity. I did really enjoy this bulk. Can I rotate this? Oz, are you here? Do you know if we can rotate this storage? Like I can have it on both sides. I can. All chain. Could it be lazy and just reuse this? Just change the filters. You have something to show me. What's that? Prototype, you said. Oh, one. How about that? You want me to join CMP? Gotcha. I'll be there in a few seconds. I want to have this the same distance away from each other. Oh, shit. 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We'll just do 10. We can get away with 9. We can do 8 actually. 6, 7, 8. So just 3 more blocks for this. Double chest about 100k. As long as we don't do anything on the floor that needs another rack, yeah. Disconnect the crafter UI and some other stuff. Gotcha. Yeah, these will be the bulk. So we really Dazi and I both love this TIS bulk. It was one of our favorites. I see it pasted very well. Fucking chests. What are these signs supposed to say? Back separation. Did you get it to the correct order? You did. Um. Okay. Yeah, I get what you're saying with that. You know what stack separating characters usually is. But if it's encoded, they can't really complain. If they want it encoded, of course. That's supposed to re-extend. Okay, it's fine. bottom part here. Hmm. Uh, Sort of just trying to understand the encoded part. Can't even. Think this is like a mini box sorter, I guess. Get it. So whatever one is unlocked, it takes it from it. And then it reads what items they are. Those ones would then unlock the slice. Oh, so it'd be like one box at a time. So, say we wanted to craft a bunch of them, we have to like add them to like a queue or something. Well, because you said like it's only one box at a time, so we wanted to craft. Yeah, like we needed a bunch of observers, for example. Um, this will then obviously unload it from here, but then maybe we have like a chest thing above it where it like once you have all the stuff there, then you can turn that crafter on. That way, it's like you wanted to queue up like 9 shulker boxes of observers, shulker boxes of repeaters, and comparators. You could like queue them up, for example, not to just like one box at a time. It's obviously going over here, crafting one shulker box, going back over here, hitting it again, going back and forth like that. Wouldn't be ideal. Oh, that one selects it. Okay. So would that like repeat the minecart that many times? Okay, so the minecart would continue to go around. So say I put it on, yeah, page 5. It would go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then of course with pistons, for example, we get 5 iron, 5 redstone, 18, no, 15 planks, and 20 cobble then to craft 5 full shulker boxes of pistons. Five boxes of crafted items, right? Gotcha. So a stack separation crafter, though. Let me see if I can try to find one of them shits. Because the only stack one I know of is the mango one. I don't want to build that piece of shit anymore. Oh, you made the stacks up? Okay. Gotcha. So this obviously isn't the storage for the full perimeter. It's just for the items to craft said list of items here. So then we would still need a storage for the crafted items. And a storage for all the farmable items. I probably didn't paste it. Yeah. Multiple bulks. 2, technically. 1 for the items, and 1 for the crafted items. 1 for the farmable items, and 1 for the crafted items. So this is a storage for everything in the perimeter. Does that include like the quartz and string and everything like that from the barter that we'll get to? So that's from the perimeter. That is that. Yeah, I don't think we need anything else. Obviously, we'll get the gold from that. So I guess I'll put a slice in the crafted quotation marks area, and we'll just put gold in there as well because that's really needed for bartering. But maybe I'll leave this to you guys since you already have a general idea of everything like that. So I was just gonna put like bulk slices on the edges. Then yeah, once you have it all laid out, I could obviously do like the UI because I love doing those shits. Yeah, this part here is fine. Yeah, if they're extremely accessible. This light I would probably change the location of personally. Because obviously I would add other stuff for like farms, like farm toggles that don't need a player. Like cobble farm toggle, general mob farm toggle, like all that stuff. That I can always add it once everything's all good. So yeah, I think the best option would be to add the other bulk of like the storage of these items to this side. Get rid of this. The storage is over here and accessible. I don't know if it would be possible to have this storage accessible. No. Can't even get a readout of this one either because of the hopper locking. Well, no, that's not entirely true. We could use no, as long as we can get like a readout of like fill level, I'll be okay without it. With this tree stuff here, you can't get a readout of that. It would have to be on like this side or something. This bulk. So we're like some indicator up here if it's like it's missing or like fill level rather of the bulk slice. I would personally leave this side all for the bulk storage for the crafted items. And then we can always do like that stuff on top of here. Those are, my opinion, for the best locations for the lamps and stuff, indicators and things like that. What's this sign here? Because I can't see what the signs are supposed to say. Oh yeah, manual loader. Okay, so they'll go over here and go into that. Okay, cool. So yeah, I would do storage, the finished crafted bulk slice over here. Then we would do all the other lamp indicators that you were talking about up here with the ones for the fill level of the bulk slices themselves. I would assume this is going to be the clear. This resets the wall thing. You get fully hopper locked. That's obviously locking. There's people in there hopper locking, dude. Lithium is one hell of a truck, but yeah, I get you. Kylie, appreciate that follow. So yeah, I definitely like the direction you're headed does. And it's a lot smaller than I thought. So yeah, manual is here. Then I would guess once this is built and broken, it'll just go right to the bulk storage. So yeah, I would keep this whole side over here. Bulk storage over here. Manual crafter there. Player portal is going to be here, I end up guessing. Yeah, bulk slice there. Just add gold to here. The actual gold farm. Still the items I said yesterday, right? 6 planks. TNT. Gold's gonna be for the barter to get the the quartz. And because the processing area will be like right underneath this, ideally, because it's gonna be in the overworld. I mean, we don't need it for crafting, so this one just needs to be accessible, which is why I just put it in this bulk over here. Oh wait, no, it's gonna be there because of we're not doing power growth. Never mind. What's the list that I said again? No blocks, hoppers, pistons. No blocks, hoppers, pistons. Repeaters. Comparators, observers. Torches. Droppers, dispensers. One for bows. We need to craft bows for the dispensers. So we need one for that if it's possible to add that. Oh yeah, we just need the string and sticks. So if I select dropper or just dispensers, for example, it does string, sticks, and dropper. Gotcha. You gotta just get. So if we make Henrik's creeper only, it'll still spawn spiders. Therefore, we still get string, which is good. So that's fine. Um, uh, what about chests? That's going to be not part of the encoded part. Yes, we need chests. And composters. We can extend this further, right? At least partially. Can extend that by 1. Nah, I'd rather have chests over composters. That's for sure, because you need to craft hoppers. Tripwires, absolutely not. I mean, maybe then for if we could then add an option for planks, if we could then just request or no planks, as long as we okay. So here's the thing: as long as we have planks in the storage over here, then we can just manually get there and then just go craft it like that. Maybe you could put like a manual input for the shulker box stack the crafter thingy. That way we could say we needed to craft compare or composters, for example, we could grab some spruce planks from the bulk, put it in here, and then that would go to the crafter itself. So we could do like manual ones if we wanted to, provided there was the materials there. Like we could do slabs, and then we could do like all that stuff manually for that if we wanted to do so. Like I'm cool with that. I think some manual input would be nice. Yeah, we'll break the roof on the other side for sure. Otherwise, it'd be weird as hell to get down. Oh yeah, they're full roof, 100%. Only a 272 will be done quick as hell. If Dazi can do a full 272 in like 3 days, yeah, we'll be fine. Especially with new bedrock breaking tech. So yeah, I think you're all set, Daz. Got what I'm thinking. Dazi standards, yeah, but we're experienced now with 1K. You did. Yeah, your specialty is definitely decoration. Or grinding, I should say, rather. Got everything I said, Daz. We can do that, obviously, that'd be pretty decent. storage, that side, all that stuff. We can have a manual input for this, for the crafter. That way we could craft some things with wood if we wanted to that aren't a part of that. That could be pretty decent. Because we also have gold. We could also then transfer that over and manually craft powered rails if we had to. That we won't need to add it on here. Yeah, you gotta add chests to that as the last slice there. It's only 14, you can technically add one more. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. What do you mean? Oh, the manual input. Yeah, that's fine. If we can't get that, that's fine. As long as we can add chests, I'm cool with everything else. Obviously, we need chests to craft hoppers. And yeah, just bulk storage over here. Medicators up top there. And we'll pop in. This is pretty close. Obviously, it's a bare bones system now. With Ozzy, we'll get there. Surely. I mean, hey, as long as you can finish the encoded part, I can probably handle the rest. Oh. So yeah, the rest of it is pretty straightforward. As long as you have the crafter for that stack set, then we're chilling. And the bulk I can fairly easily understand, I hope. Alright, does. I look forward to seeing this develop a little bit further. Um, let's go do some manual mining. That's the flower farm. So I really don't want to start anything now until that center part is done. Ideally, to see how it all looks. But I don't want to rush Dazi. Yeah, I don't want to work villagers today. I gotta transport a pillager over there too. Shit, I didn't look. Thought about it early. It's not a big deal. They're not too terribly slow. We don't need that many. We don't need that many whatsoever. The question was, were they listening? Oh, they actually did mine. What that was. Oh yeah, I was gonna drain this. Everything else is strange, right? Select to craft 1 to 15 boxes. No, yeah, 15 boxes is fine. I don't see us crafting more than anything like that. Of course, because you're going to start lagging too. There's going to be a lot of entities and stuff on the floor. Yeah, we'll very rarely craft within like 10 boxes something at a time. I can see. Yeah, that's plenty. I mean, yeah, most of the time we'll basically be crafting like a couple boxes anyway. It's like sometimes we need like what 3 shulker boxes of like observers, comparators, or whatever the hell. So not gonna get used like that. Another 1K, but we don't even need to craft the pizzas anymore because lossless breakers. Where's their water buckets? What are bombs? No, I have some in my ender chest. Speaker really broke. I'm relaunch him. 2 seconds. Mine here for like an hour or so. No wait. Wait. Oh, I was doing this right. What is this? These freeze frames, bro. How you doing, CJ? Welcome in. I think this is all we can drain, or we should drain. Yeah, so we mine out the yellow concrete powder. I am stupid and messed it up. But we can keep this here. I'm doing alright, man. A lot of planning out done today earlier. For the redstone pointer, which I think the title still says, but that's fine. It's going to be working out in the flower farm digs today, the remainder of today. What sort of redstone? We're gonna craft. We're gonna have a perimeter where we can like farm all the materials to craft pretty much every single highly used redstone component. So we're not gonna get like every single redstone component because you don't really use it. I mean, like, you know, like the main ones: observers, pistons, droppers, dispensers, repeaters, comparators, all that stuff. We're gonna have all the farms and then have a crafter inside to so we can craft all that stuff in one place if we ever need like a lot of it. Then not have to worry about manually doing that again at like a storage or something. Say we need like a bunch of observers, for example. Just go to that perimeter, run the farms if they need to, and then if we don't, we can just have the stuff that's already stored in bulk, like sort of like all the stuff is there. We can just put it into the crafter, select it, and then start crafting. Yeah, everything besides slime. I don't think we need to have sticky pistons. We already have one of my piston factories that does that. So it's not really needed for that. But yeah, barter, iron, stone, redstone, all that stuff. I don't think I have a bot there, no, I don't. But I have it here. So stone, cobble. General mob farm says that, but if it's going to be spiders and string, or spiders and gunpowder, I mean. So string and gunpowder from that farm. This is an iron farm schematic. This is the crafting system I was talking about, but the bare bones one, which I might not even use anymore. Spruce tree farm, the XP farm to supply the pickaxe for the stone farm infinitely. That's the iron farm collection, and that's the raid farm. So that's basically all the farms you need to craft, like, majority of the redstone components. Like, yeah, even with some of those farms, you can still craft more stuff, but, like, I think Rubik said that we could do, like, add, like, tripwire hooks. I was like, yeah, we don't need this. I don't think that's needed. Like, you can, if you wanted to, you can do it manually. We might have a manual edition. It's not confirmed as of right now, but it's a possibility. It might be a possibility, I should say. But yeah, we're at the manual dig for the flower farms. We're gonna have flower farms because of the shape of the stuff here. And then we might have a sheep farm, the center one right here. Haven't fully decided yet which one's gonna go in. It's either gonna be in this one or the left one over here for the sheep farm. And the flower farm's gonna be either in these two. But we're digging down the bedrock first, of course. Because why not? The left one is a rose, but it has like those little leaves on the edges here, so you can't see it yet. But once you do the floor and stuff like that, you'll be able to see it. Sunflower in the center, and then you have the lotus flower on the right. The lotus flower is the best looking one in my opinion. Shulker of trip hooks one day. Yeah, we're good. Yeah, the lotus flower is my favorite by far. I did the sunflower as my first one, thinking like, oh yeah, this will be enough area, but nah, I ain't close, dude. Yeah, nothing could have fit in there. The sheep farm would barely fit in that. But I don't have beacon effects on here. Who's here? No. Can't take full credit for the outlines because it was like a reference image. We have schematics here. So I just basically traced the outside of the black blocks here from the image that I got from Google, and just traced that all the way around. Yeah, I did that, but then I realized that I placed this right on the outside when I should have placed it one block further and then dropped the powder, because I placed this here and then I dropped the powder on the inside, which means it's on there, which technically means I need to drop. Like, this is what I actually need to mine. I actually have to physically mine the powder area for it to be where I want it to look like. So that's where I messed it up. I realized that when after I dropped all of them and started mining, I was like, yeah, this isn't right. But yeah, now it should be... The hard part is always getting it started because I messed it up, obviously. But it is what it is. Let's see if I get about it, huh? Wait, did I just see this one over here that it was already down to the mine shaft? Damn, this was at like 60 this one. Rubik right now, there's a bunch of other people that are waitlisted. Rubik and I are like the most active ones right now. There's been plenty of other people before that were extremely active. Dicey being one of them. Dicey's still here. He's just chilling for a bit. Dicey was on more than I was, and I'm on a lot. So Ozzy just needs a break. Yeah, I don't even know what we would call it, so I didn't start it to be technical, but it kind of evolved to it. Because it was just me originally started as a single player world. And it started getting some traction. And I wasn't posting to, like, you know, make it a server. I was just posting, like, as my single player world. And it eventually just opened up to it. But we do a lot of technical stuff. But I wouldn't say we're the most technical out there, obviously. Natural development, exactly. It's the same way, like, I didn't start to plan to make a YouTube. Literally started just posting stuff for, like close relatives and friends and shit. Because obviously I didn't think anybody would search or, you know, even watch it, rather. Like what I was doing. So it wasn't for them. I didn't make it public, like private or anything, but I didn't think anybody would actually watch it. I mean, yeah, I love everything about it. Because, like, this, and I didn't plan to obviously have. Same thing with, like, my car that I have now. I have a 22 Mustang GT. I didn't plan to have that car. But ever since I sat in one, I always wanted it. And I would tell myself that I will get it eventually. And I did. And I love everything about my car. Like, I literally was just driving it today on my way home, and I fucking smiled. I was zooming, and I just started smiling because I was having time of my fucking life. In a car. Casually flying down the highway and you just stop for a second because you just realize how much fucking fun you just had. I love that thing, dude. Pure enjoyment I get out of something people call a stupid financial decision. It's crazy. Yeah, I appreciate it, man. I love that car. Oh, I was the same when I first started. Like, I didn't even want to get my license. The only thing that pushed me was because of school. And that was because I did so much stuff ahead of time that they called it senior priv with our school, where because I didn't have, this is too loud, I didn't need to have a morning or afternoon class throughout my whole senior year, so I went to school for 2 classes of the day, which for me was about 3.5 hours, including lunch. And I could not go in till like 10 o'clock or something, and I could leave at like in like 1 o'clock. So I was like, yeah, I'll get my car for that. Like shit, don't gonna tell me twice. But yeah, if I didn't have that, I probably wouldn't even start getting a car, let alone be into cars a bit more than I am now today. I guess we did that too. I'd rather not check my folks' insurance because I'm allowed on can't money. That makes sense. I get you. Like elective, I can see that though. I mean, the only reason why I did one of the classes to put me in a job I am in today is because there was no other options. My only other choice was accountant, so both of my parents were accountants, so I said, yeah, I'll do it. And then I aced the whole class. I was like, oh, okay. Crazy how some things work. Few hours, either 2 or 3 days a week since it was block style. Yeah, we had block style too. Crazy. Ah, fuck, I broke block social networking, don't I? Did. What happened there? Eating crops. I don't know what it was called for us. I want to say it was block scheduling, but I didn't have every other day all like that. So it's supposed to be, that's the outline I need to keep. You have accredited English to graduate. Yeah. Doubled up on math 1 year, which is why I was able to have that priv the one time, because I only need 4 to graduate, and if you just take 1 a year, you get your 4, but if you double up 1 year, you can have, you don't need to take, like an extra math class your senior year. You don't need to take math at all. I think I doubled up on science too. Yeah, it was science I doubled up on, which gave me the extra double senior credit where I had both morning and nighttime. Or afternoon credit, I think they called it. Yeah, afternoon. Spies English? Yeah. I was the same way. At least with mine, they had different types, I guess. My favorite one was the what's it called? We had war stories, which I absolutely love because my grandfather was in the Vietnam War. And then we had the humor and literature, where I was slapstick humor, but we also we watched like the stupidest shit in school. We watched Dumb and Dumber in school. That was funny as hell. Obviously, I grew up watching that anyway, so I already knew what was happening, but it was nice to actually watch it in school. Um, there was a bunch of other movies we watched in there were a comedy, but the one that sticks out is Dumb and Dumber because you would think, why the hell am I watching this in school? But we did. There was a horror one that I had too, where we watched A Quiet Place, the movie A Quiet Place in school as well. Like the shit that we watched in that, there was one which made me enjoy it. The other ones which sucked was, actual English, like, punctuation, all that shit. I don't remember any of it, to be honest. Physics, chem, and calculus. Yeah, I like math, but I don't like it that much. I'm the opposite of most people. When they added the letters and the algebra, I flew through that. I understood everything like that. It's the geometry and trig. I was like, what the fuck? Why are we doing shapes? I couldn't wrap my head around that part. But give me some, letters, algebra, I'd be flying through it. No stopping me. There was one time where I actually physically taught the class because the teacher didn't even understand it. I'm like, that was crazy. How do I teach a class? And the teacher doesn't even understand it. What? Okay, here. Oh. That's weird as shit. Math, physics, double mission. Theoretical stuff. It's my bread and butter. Gotcha. Oh, I hated proofs. Nope. Proof this shape is what it is. Well, it's a fucking shape. It's a triangle. It's right there. I hated proofs so much. It's like, what is the point of this? It's a triangle. It looks like a triangle. It's a triangle. You want to argue with me? I'll continue all day. They're just overcomplicated for no reason. There's just no reason for me to have to prove an angle. This is this. This is that. No, there's just no reason. Necessary evil. I get it. Like some jobs need it, but like, why? Why me? College I went to this 2 weeks straight in math class. And I got the high school. I love doing that too. Be out for like a vacation or something in the middle of school year, and then you get back, not know what the fuck you're doing, but somehow still understand it more than you would if you were actually sitting in the class. Yeah, I do that sometimes too. Get a job doing it, release my shit. Back. You get a job and you're gonna lose your shit. Still in college. Nice. Yeah, I did college for a little bit. Then my uncle sort of got me into a full-time job, so I just said, fuck it. Full-time. Is it good? Yes and no. If the housing market wasn't shit, it would be great because I could have my own place. But it's not. Yeah. It also didn't help that I was doing online school and, you know, I'm the year of graduation where it all started. No senior prom, graduation was a drive through the school parking lot, get out for a quick picture, and you go. In 2020. Yeah. I mean, hey, it's memorable without it needing to be memorable, you get me? I'll always be remembered as the year either of COVID or the year of no graduation. That just better mean that our, what do they call those things? The reunion, whatever the hell? That better be a fucking banger. I'm just saying. If we even have one of those, obviously. When shit like that happens. Start. Graduated 22, gotcha. The sound of grass breaking, I hate it so much. So bad. It's too loud for no reason. Nothing a bit of TNT. Well, if I wanted to keep the shape the way I wanted to, TNT not the best option. Obviously, we do a lot of world eaters and stuff like that, so it's nice to do a manual thing every now and then. Sir, are you okay? Yeah, the quieter TNT is a huge step up. At least for a resource pack. Now they gotta have one for quieter grass block breaking. Oh yeah, when they don't have the, like, I turned off the dead animation too, so they just disappear. That satisfies you, just one of them going poof. What's the one? What's the most satisfying farm that we have to watch? I would say the gas is the most satisfying one because we use TNT looting to get them, and they just go poof. Usually like 20 to 30 gas every like 3 4 seconds, just disappear into the TNT. Ice is satisfying for the sound, that's for sure. That's a great way to explain it. Yeah, pop like a balloon. Definitely one way to explain it. I think I saw the clip when I first made the system. Oh no, this is a new PC. I don't have it here. It's on the YouTube. Let's pull it up real quick. Damn, how long ago was gas? Damn, gas was over a year ago? Nah, that's crazy. Nah, that ain't right. Gas was like a year and a half ago. What the fuck? Oh, this time lapse is also really satisfying. We built 4 of the walls with 4 different wall builders with 4 different people at the same time. And they all go across and connect. I finished at almost the same time. This was one of the satisfying things to do. It's probably going to be really hard for you to see because it's at night sometimes, but Euler, yeah, he's crazy. Just seeing them all at the same time is crazy. I always say Euler. I don't know how it's supposed to be said. Euler? Possibly. I think I never asked them. Probably saying it the English way. I think I'd show it from. It's over here. So many fucking guys, bro. Yeah. Yeah, the idea that down excel them with the slime bars was definitely a good addition. Makes it even more satisfying to watch. The stores keep up because we're stupid. But yeah, that's one of the most satisfying farms for me to watch. The quarries are also really satisfying to watch. We might do one of those soon then. Maybe a vertical duper one. But yeah, those are like the satisfying ones to watch. Everything else is pretty cool. Lazy raid farm's also nice to see running. Just because of how fast it is. The Guardian Pillar, this thing right here. My internet is struggling right now. This right here is also really satisfying. It's 2 million Guardian drops per hour without looting, so it's a lot of Guardians. It's about like anywhere between like 1,000 Guardians all the time. We can't do that. We already killed the dragon 20 times and completely voided our end, so definitely not going to do that. It is a double perimeter or double temple, yes. But yeah, definitely can't do that one. Some other farms we got. Obviously, all the ones I talked about in the redstone thingy. Obviously, there's wool farms and flower farms here. I don't think we have any other. Besides redoing the Hoglin and Wither Skeleton one. It's really the only other farm I think we have planned at the moment. I don't have anything else that I know of that we want to do right now. Yeah, we did the Geode one. I mean, that one just takes forever because Geodes, obviously, but to see the flying machines launch is pretty cool. Like 10 different flying machines. Farm flying machines. Shulker, we have a fully automatic Shulker factory. With AutoCrafting on the server, hence the name AutoCraft. We can use an AutoCrafter to automatically give us the shulker boxes. And we also have like a playerless tree farm there to get the wood for the chests, so we don't need to even craft the chests. Everything's all done automatically. Which is definitely one of the most helpful, convenient farms that we have, because we go through so many shulker boxes. Obviously for storage. So having that thing so early on was definitely worth it. Let me see what I have on the current project outlook that I have in the Discord. Oh, the bucket farm perimeter would be pretty cool. Where we get all the buckets in one perimeter, so like lava, water, powdered snow, all those buckets will be farmed in one single perimeter. And then we would have like an iron farm in there to sustain any buckets that were like used. But we don't need to bring any iron over ever. Yeah, we use AutoCraft table for the AutoCrafters. So it uses like it adds like hopper and dropper support to the crafting table, so you can do that sort of stuff and like pretty much craft anything fully automatically without needing a player, which is the big thing about that. Not needing a player is always extremely helpful. You can just then chunk load it. But yeah, for the ultimate, where we're gonna have all the the redstone components, it'll be like the mass crafters they call them, where you have to be Guru, and you have this thing here, item scroller. Um, because making a full factory for all the redstone components would take forever. Like I love doing autocrafting, but not that much. It's a little bit much to do all that. It took a few months for me to design all that stuff. Obviously, that's with working and all the other stuff I did with AutoCraft, the actual server, so. I do need to play the game. And I think the way AutoCraft table implements AutoCrafting is the most balanced way, because they're not fast. Like, an individual crafter, you don't make it for the speed. You make autocrafters for the convenience of not having to craft it. Because most people, you can just craft it by yourself manually. Anyways. You don't make autocrafters for speed, it's just the convenience. Which is why I think the way it's implemented in that mod is balanced. The AutoCrafting table. This one. What we use here. The way it implements that with the hopper and dropper support, it makes every single crafter unique, whereas with mass crafting, you just have an unloader thingy and you just hold down 2 buttons and then you go. This one, every single crafter you have to physically design yourself, or I would say you can take it off people that already created it, but it's always a fun mod to wrap your head around, because there's a lot of ways you can make a crafter. You get the 1 wide tileable ones for compactness, you got the 2 wide tileable, you got the 3 wide max speed version where you get like the max per 1 crafter. It's like shulker box loaders, but instead of just packing stuff into shulker boxes, you're crafting stuff into shulker boxes. In a sense. It's like how you have furnace arrays, right? Because you don't want to sit there manually putting stuff into a furnace. You put it into a big system and to do the work for you. There's even automatic brewers, which, you know, you have that, but you can't, there's no way to automatically craft things. You need to resort to mods, which is kind of crazy. I should be storing this, but I don't really care at this point. Bone press. Stone and stuff I'll care about a little bit. But it is grass then again, you can't really mine. Yeah, I'll care with it. Concrete, I don't care about that. Throw that over. There we go. I'll put 9.5 million blocks mined. One in the stream up there. We'll be mining for you tomorrow. We'll just mine all day. Don't really gotta plan anything else up right now. Get all the position in and things like that. We'll wait a bit longer, maybe Dodge to get some more progress on the encoded crafter bits and stubs. That way, once we know what that is, we can finalize all the positions of the farms. And then we can finally start working on that perimeter. Well, working on the farms of that perimeter. We've been working on that perimeter for ages now. Because we automatically encoded the declaration there, CJ. So we had a single person, bot in our case, to stand here, and they were automatically given the blocks to create a pattern across the full perimeter on the floor and the walls. Which I'll go visit there now. It's not too far away. Yeah, I still won't be able to CS the overworld though. You can't go through a portal and create a spectator. Yeah, but we automatically place this without players going back and forth and doing that. I love this was a cool project to do for the first time. Another resource pack, appreciate it, man. Gotta theme it around the AutoCraft with the orange. Obviously, the trims are in 120 and stuff like that, but I had this before it was even considered. I made my own before it was even considered to be a trim, so. And the tools too. Love those. Oh yeah, this wouldn't be hard to do with item shadow, and obviously not. But the fact that we can do this and make any pattern is pretty cool. Of course, from the map. My favorite one that we ever did. This wasn't a course print, this was before the printer thing, but making that look like it's not Minecraft is crazy. Because that is so high definition. You really need to zoom in to see that that's an actual Minecraft block. Because out here, this doesn't look like that. It's so high definition. Well, yeah, that was the pillars. The pillars obviously are a pain in the ass for that. But got a lot of stuff on this area so far. We're going to be redoing this one soon. Because this is really old decoration. This was manually placed, these patterns. I actually did this manually. But now we could encode something similar to this if we wanted to as well. And then we'll obviously change out the old randomized walls. So we don't need that anymore either. And of course the farm will be updated to be update suppressed on the bottom. Then we'll break the full bedrock roof here. It'll be nice to fully modernize that perimeter compared to the early days of that area being like 2.5 years old now at this point. Oh, we're redoing that one. There's no need to make a full new one. Because the other perimeters suck, so I'd rather not make a new one. Same with Wither Skeleton, yep. Which changed a lot. I mean, we're still in 117. Mainly because of the height map increases in the overworld and things like that. But that's just our preference. We've had the world for so long now, since 116. It would ruin a lot of overworld stuff, so we're staying in 117 for the time being. I said this a couple times in the Discord, I think. Like I was saying, because we turned 3 years old for the world in October. And that's usually around where the Minecon, whatever they call it nowadays, is. So depending on what 120.1 or 1.21 would look like, I would consider updating when that one would come out or something like that. Provided we have all the project that we wanted to do being done. But it would still mess up so much stuff that we would basically just need to like start over at that point. With most farms, if we were to continue on like that. It'd be a rough transition to say the least. Because like the only thing that would sort of not change would be the 1K void perimeter. We finished this very recently with voiding out a whole 1,000 by 1,000 block area. We're going to print the same type of walls we did, the same system that we used to print the walls for that one I just showed you. We're going to use that over here too for decoration there. We're going to change the pattern and colors like that, obviously. But because the bedrock's voided here, no new terrain would generate beneath that. So that was like the only way they implemented it to like not affect old chunks. But as you see with most of our perimeters, we have decoration. And to void everything out, we either need to rip the decoration, or in this case here, all of the farms as well to make room for the bedrock breakers. Which nobody wants to do. Because I put time into my decoration, and you're telling me the only way to do it is just to avoid it. And have no bedrock, nothing. That's just not feasible for Tech Minecraft, because you make a perimeter to have a farm. And then nowadays, we also... I mean, I love to put time into decoration, because it just makes it that much better. Because, yeah, anybody can build a farm. Yeah, there's mods and stuff like that to like not affect the new terrain generated underneath. But as far as I know, they don't stop the height map from changing. So like in this case, if we were to build a farm at Y0 here, which is the lowest block you can do it in 117, it would be the fastest farm because it's the lowest block you can make it. Then if we still update, I think the height map still changes in the old chunks. Therefore, the farm that we had up here is still going to be really slow. You know what I mean? Yeah, we have to rebuild the farm. But we could still affect it to not generate any blocks underneath, which means we still have a perimeter technically, but the farm would be slow as shit. And then even then, we would have to either extend the decoration down, right? I don't know how it works, if it would like get rid of the bedrock at that Y0, or like, you know, what it would do. We didn't test that out, or I haven't seen anybody else use that. But if it breaks the bedrock, that would be nice. That'd be a nice help. But like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you still need to either extend the decoration down, or like, it's a whole process. I don't want to think about it because it makes me not want to update ever. Use the clone command. Yeah, this I wouldn't do that. I like to not do anything you can't do in survival. Like command-wise and all that stuff, because it takes the fun of it away from me. I mean, I'm saying fun, but obviously moving stuff down like that isn't fun, but it's just like, a bit much. A bit too cheaty, you could say, for me. Because, yeah, I'll use TNT duping and stuff like that, but, like, they won't fix it until they add movable dispensers, and you really can't, like, they really can't patch TNT duping unless they add that, because it makes a lot of stuff possible. Myself included, I would still, like, if they patched TNT duping and added movable dispensers and things like that, I would be fine with manually crafting TNT to clear out an area like that. We only resort to TNT duping because we have to. There's no other feasible way to make, like, in our case, that 1,000 by 1,000 block perimeter. Imagine placing dispensers across a 1,000 block perimeter and filling it with TNT. Like, the hell? Ain't nobody doing that. You said, yeah, duping sand. They need some way to have renewable sand. Carpet mod implements a way that husks that spawn inside of desert temples, for example, when they were to die, they would drop sand, and that could be a way to have renewable sand. Obviously, renewable gravel is done through bartering, so you already have that. Therefore, then you can patch all entity duping and things like that. All that can be patched, and people would still have ways to move around it. Which, even El Mango said they'd be happy with movable tile entities like dispensers, and they would gladly craft the TNT needed to make a perimeter. Most people would. Oh yeah, 100%. I give up sand duping too if they got us like the husk and desert temples to drop sand. And then maybe they could do the same thing with like the opposite with like drowns maybe. They could make drowns drop like gravel, maybe. But you don't need to have like a gold farm just to get a barter area as well. But Oh yeah, 100%. With the new terrain generation too, sand is really easy to get in large quantities. I wouldn't mind it. I think it would be a bit simpler without the TNT duper for a better breaker. I mean, yeah, there already are quarries too. There's even a thing called a sand quarry too, which I would definitely build if we put in sand dupe. Yeah, quarries would become a lot more popular if they got rid of TNT duping. Be like block of fishing or something for TNT. I think I'll finish this layer, which should be around 9.5 million. And it has most of it all outlined, what needs to be mined, which is good. Yeah, I'm perfectly fine with a lot of stuff being patched, like TNT duping, sand duping, all that stuff. As long as there is a decently okay workaround. Like, yes, people hate change, but that one, it should eventually do it once they pull the trigger on volatile entities. Obviously, it would break some stuff with redstone, but all in all, it'll be fine. Oh yeah, 100%. It would take away a lot of people from technical Minecraft, I would assume, which, because there would actually be a lot of effort to be put into stuff, rather than just build in a three-way TNT duper that would go across a full perimeter, and then people call it, I made a perimeter in Minecraft, and no, you did. Yeah, technically you did, but not really. Like, anybody can build a three-way duper, buddy, and let it run across, and then clear out liquids. It's crazy. Everybody starts somewhere with technical Minecraft, but three-way dupers to make perimeters is it's something else, that's for sure. Oh no, they wouldn't. No. Most of the time, there's literally like liquids flowing over the walls too. They don't even take those out. I'd be surprised at people we had apply that would like. It's not even the fact that like, it's a three-way duper that they use. It's the fact that they have a three-way duper there, but then their walls are smooth as shit. Like, but he pasted in a three-way duper, and then just used either a slash fill or world edit to clear out the inside of the perimeter because everything's smooth. Like, what was the point? Like, recently we've had an uptick in people taking world downloads and claiming them as their own. but like we all do our research. Obviously, we don't want to accept someone on the server that's going to take credit for other people's stuff. But they would take it from like the most viewed YouTube video. Like, you would search like Minecraft world download or something like that. It'd be like the first video that comes up. It's like, dude, come on, man. And they denied it too. Like, we showed them the video of like where it was coming from, and like the thumbnail. We even matched the villages from the video to the village of his screenshot. And you're like, I would believe you if they didn't have a world download. So it's like, come on, man. Yeah, they were one of them. That does it. Come on, so really? We're at the end, you're gonna do this to me? They've gotten better over the years, though, CJ. I still don't watch them, but from what I've heard, they actually give proper credit, but I don't watch them, so I couldn't even tell you. No. I think the only time I gave him a view... What was the one that I complained about? I think it was when they first started. Like when they first started and actually got some traction, and then a lot of large technical players started to notice. They were just like ripping people off of farms and calling it their own. That's when I was like, okay, I watched the video and made a comment. Like, that's what I hate about YouTube, is you have to physically click on the video to comment. So you still give it the view, just to comment. Apple Farm's where it all started. Or was it it was the old cobble farm where it had like the two things on the side and then it would push into a deeper in the middle, right? I think that's the one you're talking about. I have YouTube Premium, so I don't get any ads. I pay for it, I don't care. I've had it since it was called YouTube Red. But I use YouTube so often, so it's like, it's so worth it to me. I don't know if you could just like get an ad blocker, like, yeah, but what about when I'm on mobile? Like, what about that, buddy? What about when I'm watching on a TV where I don't have ad blocker? What about when I'm, you know, all this and that? Like, I can download a movie onto my YouTube too. I don't need to have a separate service for that. I watch a lot of YouTube movies too. I've mentioned mainly the free ones, but like, I use and get my money's worth out of YouTube Premium. That's for sure. Yeah, back when it was called YouTube Red. That was all around when like a lot of mobile apps started doing like supported AIDS and things like that. I think that's what it was mainly for, is that like some money of it would go towards fighting AIDS. I remember a bunch of games that I played, like Clash of Clans, like all those had like a red logo for a little bit. And like they had like something like that where they could like support anything that you bought in the game, but like some of it would go towards fighting the cause of the AIDS, I think it was. Then they changed it over to YouTube Premium. Probably supposed to be doing this, but oh well. Collect some grass because we can't really automate that in a sense fully. Yeah, the old YouTube days too. I miss them sometimes. We always wanted to get older. Now that we're older, we want to go back. I'm gonna go back to no responsibilities. Like I said, yeah. Nostalgia hits sometimes. Especially listen to the old Minecraft music. That'll get you in your feels, dude. If you want to, like, you know, go back and not listen to Minecraft music but slow down. So like me, you played Minecraft since the start, that should have get you in your feels. I should play one of them. Let's see. Spotify's probably gonna have it, right? Minecraft music slowed. Yeah, this is it, I think. Hello. The rain adds so much to it, too. Back in the simple times of Minecraft. It's enough. I'm gonna start crying. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, that's definitely getting you into feels real quick. You've been playing for a long time. I won't do it anymore. Stop. Yeah, I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna go lay in my bed and start crying. God, the sounds, bro. I need to put this stuff back on. I can't do that. Spencer and drop our teeth. Portal was so loud too. Wait, why is my enchantment? Oh. Why does that look wrong? What a change. Go from slow Minecraft music back to Breaking Benjamin. What a switch up. Oh yeah, Angels Fall? Hell yeah. Give me some Breaking Benjamin. Oh, that's 1.20, that's fine. Just... You don't know Breaking Benjamin, bro? Ah, bad for you. Let me see. 100%. I think I saw them leave a bunch of stuff there, so I'm gonna go mine out all that, and then I'll end the stream there. Go mine out all these cobwebs for them. I used to play a lot of Rock Band back in the day too, and that's where I think the love for rock music came in. I was always a guitar dude, guitar or bass. I hated the drums with a passion. Fucking hated them. There's an application process that we do in the Discord. For all applications that we do for being with us on the server. So if you're interested in that, you have to do it, that way in a sense. Yeah, it's just because, like I said earlier, people faking stuff and everything like that. It's unfortunate we gotta have a whole process and things like that, but it's the day that we live in, the world that we are in. Oh yeah, for sure. You don't need to be technical to do that. We don't only accept technical players, we do a lot of other stuff. We're not just looking for the technical stuff, we have that covered for the most part. If you want to be a grinder, you're good at decoration, like all this stuff, we take it out. Take a look at everything. I think that's more simple for now. Yes, I probably should be shearing these, but it's fine. Listen to Aka. Oh, acapella, I think you mean the. I was like, what the hell is Apocalypse? Into the Night by Voice Play. Let me see. To I don't have that. Voice Play J Nunn. That's in the air tonight. Oh, you need beacons. I got you. As long as you get the iron, I can give you the beacons. Oh, yeah, I got you. I have the songs. Yeah, I love Metallica too. I used to listen to shit, what was they called? Like the cello thing, the cello band that did covers of Metallica songs. What are they called? Oh my goodness, I used to listen to like every single fucking day. Apocalyptica. That's their name. What was the one that I love? Nothing else matters. They did 1 and 2. All done on cellos too. I used to play the cello too. Probably why I like listening to them. But yeah, CJ, there's a channel in the Discord called Server Application. Click that button, that little heart there. That'll open the application channel. Just answer all the questions there. Provide some screenshots if you have any of the things you've done. And just keep it open. Don't close it. And then we'll get there and look at the application when we can. Obviously, if you have any questions, we can answer them there as well. And if any questions for you, we'll obviously ask you in that channel right there. But yeah, that'll be it for today. Work on some mining all tomorrow. And we'll go from there. So maybe we get this one close to being done too. I'll work over there and might try to get this one all flat. We'll see what the day goes like. This one's all flat, which is good. That way we can just kind of just start to mine all that one out and get that one all situated there. We know where we know the edges are of the dig. It's good. This one be a bit annoying to flatten, but we'll get there eventually. But yeah, appreciate as long as you're hanging out, CJ. Nice to have you in, man. Hope to see you sometime soon. And all the guys, of course, all you regulars, you guys even lurking as well. But good night there, whenever, and I'll see you guys all later.